I'm about ready to give this shit up. Seriously. Challenges I have been facing lately, not just with the technical equipment, that's enough to drive me crazy. Can't get things out, can't get things done. I don't even have any internet right now. Alright, other than that, let's get to this clip. This is another aggravating bunch of bullshit with socialists, you know, a bunch of idiots that I speak to out there in the street. These are idiots. First guy up was wearing a Maxine t-shirt, which is, you know, kind of weird enough as it is. And I try to get get a couple answers from him, which he couldn't. And the second guy up, well, he's a two-lane. The guy's just started working at two-lane, and he had his issues. We'll be getting to. So you know what this is. If you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. But if you really want to help me out right now, you know, do two things. Spread these videos around and see if you can support me, all right? If a lot of you give a little, that's fine. If one of you want to give a lot, that's good too. I don't care. It's all appreciated. And need it. So, without further ado. Get out of here with that. What is that? Reclaiming my time?
You remember when she did that?
Oh, I can remember a lot of things she's done. She's hilarious.
She is.
She ought to write comedy. I mean, seriously, everything's that come out of her mouth, well, both scary and comical. You know? But that's true about a lot of them. I mean, what are we doing with all these old farts running our lives? That's what I want to know. How come we got octarians, people that should have retired a long time ago? I had to crack up listening to these Kavanaugh things. I've been here for 44 years and I've never... Well, what the hell you been doing there for 44 years, you jackass? I don't give a damn. Get out! And is that kind of where 44 years, like that's... You're proud of that?
They're out of touch with what's really going on, and the young people really don't care, so that's why, you know, you have that, just that...
Not the young people I speak to, they care.
Well, you know, and eventually they'll be the ones who will make the difference, where we'll be able to look back at this time and be like, damn, that was really going on.
If we get a chance to look back on it, our times are moving so fast now that we're going to see changes that take place that are going to strip right past us.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I just came back from Branson, True Legends conference, and the whole conference is about transhumanism, biotechnology, you know, AI technology, robotics, how that's taken over.
Yeah.
And how, you know, Ray Kurzweil and the leftists have the idea of going ahead and merging with the machines and becoming gods.
Right.
Well, right, I mean, I asked a Harvard professor out here about a year ago, what is AI robotic technology going to do to this people walking around here in the next 10 years? He says put about 50% of them out of work.
That's true.
And I said, well, what are we going to do with all these people? And he says, in the past, we've killed you. And what do you think they're going to do with us? Have us hang out? And do what?
Exactly. That's why I like that song right there. Vaccines, certain side effects occur.
Thank you. So what's the deal with the shirt? What are you trying to say? What's with this?
Well, I mean, I just like that moment, you know. I feel like for her and, you know, just her being somewhat...
senile?
Well, not so much senile, but just standing up for just more so common sense things that are just happening in her.
Really? Like, give me one.
Well, I mean, just to stand up just for, you know, a lot of the BS that Trump puts up there.
Give me one.
I mean, there's plenty.
Give me one.
Plenty. I mean, I don't really just too much doubt.
No, give me one.
Just give me one.
Well, you see, this is the answers I get all the time from when I ask this question. This is sort of like brainwashing and right on real life. because she'll get up there and she'll say things that are non sequiturs. Like there's no specifics. She doesn't tell you what. She just tells you, bad guy, impeach.
Okay.
And then and he lies. And then, but again, never gives you a specific. So that's when I want to ask you, give me a specific. You've got nothing because they give you nothing. All they give you is the emotion. There's nothing there. Right now, we get the lowest black unemployment in history, the 300% increase in black small businesses on the rise. We've got most women in the workforce, most women CEOs, most women millionaires. We now have several women billionaires. Latinos all-time unemployment. We got North Korea in a bottle. We got Russia in a box. We've basically stamped out ISIS. So please tell me what she's bitching about.
Well, I'll just think about that one time when Trump was sitting right next to Putin, and you know he was basically just agreeing with everything that he was saying.
How do you know that?
Well, I mean, he was sitting. I mean, you sat right there on the TV.
How about the time when Obama said on the hot mic? After the election, yeah, but when Obama said to the Russian
ambassador,
as an example, you want an example if you want to bring up.
You asked me to give your opinion. You asked me to give you an example.
Yeah, but when Obama said on the hot mic, after the election, I'll have a lot more flexibility.
We're not talking about Obama. He's done his day.
Not exactly. He's right down the street from the White House. He's still running shit.
Hey, are y'all coming with us?
It's been fun though.
But no, you still ain't got an answer for me.
No, I gave you. That was one example.
Wow, really? That was nothing.
What about the one with?
That was nothing.
What about Puerto Rico when he?
And what's wrong with us getting along with Russia?
What about the?
Why shouldn't we get?
What about when he threw the paper towels at Puerto Rico? That was.
What about the mayor of over there hoarding all of the material, and then the gangs go ahead and making the money off of it? It wasn't us, baby. That stuff was on the docks.
Yeah, it's deep.
It wasn't distributed because of the leftist gangs over there that would try to make money off of the things we sent over.
You're right. It's not that deep, but I mean, it's deep, but I don't really care. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, and
we're all gonna die. Who gives a shit? Let some idiot Maxine Waters go ahead and tell you what not to think, because you ain't got an answer for me. Maxine Waters. Jesus Christ, I love that. I hope she stays out there because she is the best thing that ever happened to Republicans. That woman's driving more people to walk away than the Republicans had ever hoped for. Oh, keep your damn mouth shut, will you? How come you haven't calmed down? I mean, my God, you started out the day yelling at people. What the hell, man? Maxine Waters, that was hilarious. Okay, the guy I was speaking to there at the end, I call him Big Guy. He is big. His name's Jerry, but he's one of these characters in the street that come around from time to time. I don't know where he goes or what he does. I think he's from Missouri. But very quiet, just goes around and he observes and doesn't try to get too, strange with things, but he quietly helps people out. Very good dude. I like him. I mean, you don't want to get him mad. I've seen him mad. You don't want to get this guy mad. He is, as I said, gentle giant, but those gentle giants are when you piss them off. They're still giants. This next guy up is a two-lane cuck. Came up, I happened to mention how liberal Tulane was, and he happened to mention, said, yep, that's me, Mr. Liberal. So, tried to get some answers from him, and all I got was condescending bullshit, which is pretty much what you get for these assholes. And I'm losing patience with them. Yes, they're probably losing patience. Everybody's losing patience. I mean, everybody's losing patience, everybody else. Things are just going to continue to get weirder, I'm afraid. Kavanaugh gets in. I don't even have watched the news for 3 days, so I don't know what the hell's going on. I assume he's going to get in. And when he does, the Liberals will go even stupider. And then coming up into the elections, they know they're in trouble. They've lost the blacks, lost the Latinos. I mean, they're losing politically, so, they're desperate. And that's why I've been doing a lot of the violence. It's the only thing they have left. So consequently, it's going to get strange. When the midterms happen, and God willing, we maintain the House and the Senate. That's it. I got to tell you something. These two idiot liberals, one of them yesterday said, I can't help it over here, though. I mean, I don't have any privacy here, but they had just finished watching Spick Matthews about, the Kavanaugh thing, and they hanging on every word. And then, a few comments went back and forth. I heard her tell her husband, if the Republicans win the House and the Senate, I hope they impeach Trump. Okay, I didn't even bother to ask you what the hell that was for, but that was so far-fetched it made me crack up. Yeah, the people that are riding his coattails are going to go ahead, if they get in, he put them in, they're going to go around and turn on him. Yeah, God, I mean, the fantasy world that liberals live in. Anyway, let's get to this and see you guys in the street.
I work at 2 Nest.
You do? Guys?
Oh, I'm sorry. I work as a staff. I work in the president's office there.
Are you familiar with a Professor Iris Mack?
No, I've been working there for about 3 weeks now.
Okay. She's a lady I know that I was just talking about her. She's a brilliant. I met her out here, and she worked with Larry Summers and Ron, little black lady. She grew up here. Brilliant physics mathematician professor. She's not teaching at Tulane much anymore because she's making too much money on book tours and stuff. So she's doing that. Yeah. So Tulane's a rather liberal establishment.
I'm a rather liberal guy.
Yeah, are you? Yeah. Maybe you'd be the perfect one to answer my question then.
War on the First Amendment.
Yeah.
It's just a talking point.
What?
It's just a talking point.
It is?
I feel like it is. I'm not here to argue. Though.
I'm not here to argue either.
But look at yourself.
Well, thank you, but but it's not because I've been the recipient of this censorship, and
you have?
Oh, absolutely. And I know many others that have.
Did they lock you up?
Well, I think that comes afterwards, doesn't it? You don't know?
I've never been there. I've never.
Do you know anything about history?
I do.
Well, you do. Well, you know that tyrants, if they don't have an argument, first thing they do is censor, and then they come for you, because nobody hears your cries.
You've been censored?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. For saying what?
Well, for some of the conversations I've had out here and what's been revealed. I've also been on.
And the government's come for you out here?
Not the government, you understand. Not the government. Now you're conflating and now you're exaggerating.
Okay. Who came to censor you?
Well, let me finish, please. I have a YouTube channel. I've also appeared several times on InfoWars. Are you familiar with InfoWars?
I am. I know the website, yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, they censor them. They're trying to put them out of business. I mean, they've been taken off of platforms. They've been taken for why? Why are they censoring this news channel with millions and millions of listeners? Why are they doing that?
Those are public companies like YouTube and
oh, so now the liberals are all champions of major corporations that have the power to sway public opinion. When they advertise themselves as town square, where do you go when PayPal takes away your account? Who do you do business with?
No, I don't have a PayPal account.
Of course you don't. Because you see, you're just what you exactly appear to be, an innocent little liberal who doesn't know these things, who's okay with censorship, and you don't know a damn thing about history. And you're
just an asshole.
I've been called worse, but I'd rather be an asshole than be a dumb liberal who goes around.
I came to look at your posters here, and you jumped on my throat right away. So you have a great day on the sign.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear our kids are going to have anything to do with you.
Hey, you're good.
I don't know. I'm supposed to be getting better at this. You know? But I'm not. I keep my temper. Every time I do this, I got try to keep your temper. But I can't. All right, Lord, would you please? I'm giving you the YouTube prayer here. Would you please help this poor man out to be a little more temporal to these morons?